Hello everyone, my name is Helga and you're on my anime channel. Today I'm going to tell you some weird facts about anime in my life. Popular titles that I don't like, my weird anime habits, and stuff like that. So let's go. And we're going to start with the first anime I ever watched. When people are asked about their first anime, they usually name some shonen titles like Naruto or maybe Miyazaki movies. But it's not how it was in my case at all. When I was about 4 to 5 years old, during daytime on Central Russian television, they were showing a movie called Barefoot Gen about a boy trying to survive the consequences of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima. If you haven't seen it, it's a really graphic and scary picture, and needless to say, it was completely age inappropriate for me. But I had been so heartbroken and at the same time mesmerized by it that I became hooked and watched every anime title that they were showing on TV ever since. I rewatched it several years ago. It took me some time to find it because I didn't even remember its name. And I honestly have no idea how I could have handled its content as a little kid. But that's how I fell in love with anime, so I don't have any regrets about watching it then. The second fact I've already mentioned in my videos, and it's not necessarily too peculiar, but I think it's quite unusual for the members of the anime community to openly confess that they watch their anime dubbed. But that's what I do, and I'm not ashamed of it. Yes, I understand that original voices are an important part of the experience, but we have really great dub actors who give amazing voice performances for licensed anime now. And if I have to watch something dubbed by anime fans, I can still enjoy listening to the Japanese voices on the background. The reason I prefer watching stuff in the original language, if I understand it well enough, or dubbed, is that when I hear one language but have to read in another, it makes my head go crazy. It's not that I don't like reading subtitles. I can read English subtitles while watching a British show, for example. It's just this mix of languages that's confusing for me. My brain always tries to pick up bits and pieces of the spoken language while I'm reading the subtitles of a different language, and it detracts from the experience. As you can see, I will already be disqualified as an anime elitist. And I think my third point will be the final nail in the coffin, because I think the really artsy, convoluted anime with incomprehensible plots is nonsensical. I don't think that there's any hidden meaning behind them. I believe the author was just depressed or drunk and made up random things. For example, Akira. Akira, in my opinion, is one of the worst anime titles that I've ever seen. I remember myself and my then boyfriend, now husband, going to the movies to see it and coming back from it in a haze as if our brains had been eaten by a bunch of zombies. It felt like a bunch of random ridiculous things were just being thrown at you in a psychedelic stream for the whole movie. I don't like Experiment Lane for the same reason, and I haven't even finished watching the Evangelion series. I have seen all of its movies though, but have given them each 1 star on my anime list. As for my fourth weirdness, I don't know if it's the same in your country, but where I come from, elitists seem to think that real anime fans shouldn't watch anime that's still airing. They should wait until the whole season has been released. They kind of believe that it disrupts the flow of the show to only watch one episode a week, that they all need to be watched in a row. But I personally like following seasonal titles because it gives me the sense of being a part of a community. I also quite enjoy feeling anticipation for a new episode. More than that, I feel that some shows are better watched only one episode at a time. I'm sure I wouldn't have finished some quite good shows if I had attempted to binge watch them. Some of them are better spaced out. One episode a week is just right. The fact number 5 is I don't really like manga. I have read some volumes of Bleach and Death Note as well as several little-known one-shots, but that's about it. I love reading light novels though, so I believe the comic book format just doesn't do it for me. I prefer to either read a book or watch a movie or a series. And talking about Death Note, here comes my fact number 6. I still haven't finished the anime. I put it in an on hold folder, but never got back to it. I just can't bring myself to be interested in it again. I have, however, watched the two Japanese live-action Death Note movies and quite liked them. And of course, I have seen the Netflix adaptation, but didn't like it at all. Number 7 is that I have several more popular anime shows that I dropped and have never picked up again. Those include Clannad, Code Geass, Durarara, Fullmetal Alchemist, Great Teacher Onizuka. This one I hated with passion. I'm sorry, Onizuka fans. And the most recent one, Demon Slayer. Number 8. I'm not really into Hayao Miyazaki or Makoto Shinkai's works. I find them to be just okay. The thing is, most of them are aimed towards international audiences, that's why they don't have a lot of Japanese features in them. And although, as I said, I don't like shows that are too peculiar, I still enjoy a Japanese twist to my anime, something that is usually hard for a typical Western viewer to understand and enjoy. So yes, you can finally see the elitist in me coming out. A part of me almost feels that anime shouldn't be so accessible for everyone. And among all the Miyazaki movies, my favorite one is also quite unusual. It's Howl's Moving Castle. Spirited Away was good, but it just didn't blow me away, pun intended. The ninth weirdness that I wanted to share is that I get bored during fight scenes. Whether it's anime, live action shows, or movies, I find the fight scenes quite dull. I do watch some action titles. Among my favorite ones are Attack on Titan, One Punch Man, Psycho 100, but mostly because of the character dynamics. I completely tune out during any fighting sequence. And the last but not least weird facts about myself is that my favorite anime of all time is one that most people I know have never heard of. It's Honey and Clover. Honey and Clover was originally a manga series created by the same author as March Comes In Like a Lion. It's a slice of life romance coming of age story about a bunch of art college students. It can be rather slow paced at times but not boring at all. I like it because it gives you the sense of deja vu, so that even if you have never been in the exact situations presented, you feel like you have had the same experiences and emotions as the characters. It's just so lifelike that you can't help but have a feeling of familiarity when you watch it. Even after about 8 years of watching various other titles, nothing can compare to it for me. So if you typically enjoy slice of life stories, I think you will definitely like this one. If you have seen it, let's chat about it in the comments because I really feel like an outcast in this sense. Also, if you have similar peculiarities about yourself, share them in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel for more anime related videos, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye!